While driving on a snowy road, maybe a wet highway on-ramp, and you feel it, the rear end just doesn't bite. The car pushes through the front tires, and there's that noise. A low growl from underneath, maybe a faint burning smell. You check the dash. AWD warning light. Or worse, nothing at all. No warning. You just don't have four-wheel drive anymore. That's a known failure pattern. Toyota has been quietly managing for almost 20 years. The RAV4 is one of the best-selling vehicles in the United States every year, and a huge percentage of those buyers choose AWD specifically because they want that security, the confidence that when the road gets slippery, the car is working for them. Here's the problem. Most RAV4 owners don't actually know how their AWD works, and Toyota isn't rushing to explain it. This isn't full-time AWD. It's not a locking center differential. The RAV4 uses what's called an on-demand system. Under normal conditions, it runs front-wheel drive. When the computer detects slip or anticipates it, it sends power to the rear. The whole thing is managed by an electromagnetic coupling unit behind the transmission. And that coupling unit is the heart of this failure. The failure explained. On gas-powered RAV4s, we're talking 2006 all the way through 2018. That coupling contains a multi-plate electromagnetic clutch. Every time you need rear traction, engage, release, engage, release. Thousands of times over the life of the car, heat cycles, thermal stress. And here's the part that makes it worse. There is no serviceable fluid in that coupler. You can't drain it and refill it. It just degrades, quietly, until it doesn't work. Here's a real owner description from an NHTSA complaint, paraphrased. After a 15-minute drive at normal speeds, the car surged to 2,500 RPM sitting in park, then dropped and surged again. Check engine light. AWD disabled. 62,000 miles on the odometer. It's just 62,000 miles. For most 2013-2018 RAV4 owners, the coupling fails somewhere between 80,000 and 150,000 miles. Earlier on the 2006 to 2012 generation, some owners saw it as low as 50,000 miles. The hybrid models added a whole new failure mode we'll get to in a minute, and those have come in even earlier. What makes this particularly frustrating is how it fails. It doesn't always announce itself loudly. Many owners only find out their AWD has been silently disabled during a routine inspection, or after they actually need it and it isn't there. What the dealer gets wrong. Now here's the part that should make you a little angry. Forum members on RAV4 World, the biggest RAV4 owner community online, have documented dealership techs repeatedly calling this an electromagnetic clutch, a viscous coupler. Those are completely different components with different failure modes and different diagnostic paths. If your technician is diagnosing the wrong part, they're giving you the wrong answer and charging you for the wrong repair. Toyota has known about this. There is a technical service bulletin specifically extending warranty coverage for rear differential coupling growl noise on 2006-2012 RAV4s. Under that warranty enhancement program, coverage ran 9 years from the date of first use, regardless of mileage. 9 years, not 3, not 5. That's Toyota quietly admitting the part is a known problem without calling it a recall. No postcard in the mail, no press release. Just a TSB buried in a database that most owners never see. And it didn't stop at 2012 models. There are separate TSBs covering 2016 to 2018 RAV4s for abnormal noise from the rear coupling unit. A software calibration TSB covers 2019 to 2020 AWD models for a buzzer's groan during acceleration and deceleration. If you have any of these model years and you've experienced these symptoms, bring the TSB number to your dealer. Better yet, bring it to Toyota's regional customer office directly. Owners who did that and documented their maintenance records have gotten repairs covered well outside the standard warranty window. One owner with 142,000 miles had the full repair done for free. Saved approximately $2,900, the 2019 Plus Hybrid Twist now. If you own a 2019 or newer RAV4 Hybrid or Prime, your failure mode is completely different. And most of the YouTube videos out there don't cover it. On these models, there is no mechanical drive shaft running to the rear axle. None. The rear wheels are driven by a separate electric motor. AWD is electric. The coupling isn't a clutch anymore. It's a motor, an inverter, and a high-voltage cable connection. A subset of 2019-2022 Hybrid and Prime models developed corrosion at the rear motor's high-voltage cable connector. When that connector corrodes, the rear motor can't get power. AWD disengages. Toyota extended the warranty on this and revised the connector design in later production runs. The proactive fix here is simple and cheap. Have an independent shop inspect and clean that HV cable connector. That service runs maybe $200, $400. The alternative, if you catch it too late, is rear motor replacement. That's $3,500 to $6,000. The 2026 model, what's changed? If you're watching this because you just bought a 2026 RAV4 or you're about to, here's what you need to know. The 2026 is a fully redesigned 6th generation model. And there is no gas-only RAV4 anymore. Every single one is electrified. The Hybrid AWD uses Toyota's 5th-generation hybrid system, 236 combined horsepower, with electronic on-demand AWD. The architecture follows the rear electric motor design from the Gen 5 hybrid, not the old mechanical clutch setup. So the classic rear coupling growl failure you see in older YouTube videos? That's not your failure mode. Your risks are the same as the hybrid: rear motor health, inverter longevity, and connector integrity. There's no high-mileage failure data yet because the car is brand new, but the engineering tells you where to watch, the real fix, and what to do right now. Whether you own a gas RAV4 or a hybrid, here's your action plan. First, check your tires. This is the most underreported cause of premature coupling wear, and almost no one talks about it. Mismatched tire circumferences, even 2/32 of an inch of difference between front and rear. Force that coupling to work constantly, even on dry pavement. It's like leaving the clutch half engaged on a manual transmission. All day, every day. Replace tires in sets of 4, not 2. Second, if you're hearing noise from the rear, find a shop with an automotive stethoscope. Jack the car up, put the stethoscope on the coupler housing, spin the tires. Grinding or whining means the internal bearings are worn. Catch it here, and an independent shop can sometimes replace just the bearings for $300, $600 using an arbor press. Wait too long and the bearing wear creates slop in the driveshaft U-joint. Now you're replacing the coupler and the driveshaft. That's $3,000. Third, if your AWD has already disengaged, pull up the applicable TSB before you walk into the dealership. Have your maintenance records. Contact Toyota's regional office, not just the service desk. Be specific, be persistent. Owners who do this get results. Owners who just say my AWD light came on get quoted full retail price. Verdict: Toyota makes a genuinely good vehicle. But this failure has followed the RAV4 across 6 generations, and the company's response has consistently been quiet warranty extensions, rather than fixes that reach owners who need them. Know your model year, know your TSB number, and check those tires. That's the difference between a $400 repair and a $4,000 one.